But before we head into that chapter, I'm curious what it was actually like. The more recent one being Paris, because the layman we see what we see on the TV. We see like the opening ceremony is weird. They're doing satanic deeds,
Yeah.
like worship.
Yeah.
What's going on here? And then you see the cardboard beds, and they're saying like
Yeah.
they're just trying to de-incentivize people from hooking up, and then there's other
Bro, that's
rumors
not
that
going to
it's like,
stop them.
yeah. So what's it actually like in Olympic Village? Like, what's the craziest thing you've seen at the Olympic Village? What's that experience like?
Oh, craziest thing. Okay, craziest thing. In Tokyo, they had the automatic cars that would drive you around the village. So the village is really big, and it's a little village, and you have all these people like from around the world living there, and 80 to 90% of them have disabilities. So it's really cool because you're in this community where, dude, you're in an environment where if you don't have a disability, you stand out.
Right.
And every day I'm walking around, I'm like, whoa, that's a new one. I've never seen that before. And for the most part, like I would say 80 to 90%, if not more, of like disabled people have a sense of humor with their disability, and they're super open to it, and you can have fun with each other, make fun of each other, and there's great banter. So it's fun. But I would say one of the craziest things that happened was in Tokyo, the automatic car ran over a blind dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And so there was a big thing. The cars were shut down for a while. And I was like, no way did that happen. That is not good.
That is
So that was
not good.
probably the craziest thing that has happened. Um, yeah, I think that's probably the craziest thing that
That's pretty wild. That's a pretty good
yeah.
one. Yeah. Were you on the back end of, I saw, because obviously I've been meat pilled, right? I'm trying to get people to eat meat. And I saw there was a big vegan slant to the Paris Games. They were trying to do like plant-based meals. And I saw some of the athletes early on kind of revolting against that. Like, yo, we're the best athletes in the world. I think we could do with some protein. Was that all done and dusted by the time you guys got there? What's the nutrition like? And what are you fed? Or are you in charge of your own stuff?
Honestly, I didn't even know about the vegan thing because I don't eat vegan food. Like, don't get me wrong, every once in a while, like if there's something that's like honey glazed barbecue tofu and I get a sweet tooth, I might like, well, dude, I'm gonna get a couple pieces of that. But that is by no means a staple or something that I'm trying to consume for my goals. So when I go in there, I'm immediately looking like, all right, where's the red meat? Where's some like salmon or tuna or something like that? Where's the eggs at? And I try to keep it as close as possible to what I'm normally eating. And the good thing is they have all these different stations of all these different like world ethnic foods. So wherever you're from, you can pretty much find something that you like, and they have the basics of like chicken, fish,
That's pretty cool.
steaks, beef, yeah, eggs, and then they got a bunch of like cookies and sweets and pastries, but they got a
Awesome.
bunch of fruit. They got nuts. So really, if you want to eat bad, you can eat bad. If you want to eat good, you can good. And for a while there, they used to have McDonald's in the village too.
Wow.
They don't have it anymore. And like I think there's a like if you're trying to experiment, what I would suggest for an athlete, like do it earlier on, like so you can get it out of your way, or wait till after competition so you can look forward to that chocolate muffin at the village or something like that. So
Yep.
that way you can embrace it and be like, dude, I earned it, whatever, like live a little. But for the most part, you can absolutely find what you want. They got a lot of coffee stations everywhere too. Now you're not going to get organs, you're not going to get liver,
No.
bone marrow, stuff like that. But it helps if you bring supplements, and uh, yeah, that's pretty much how I kind of navigated around the village, at least.
All right, friends, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Radical Health Radio. We got a fresh new podcast for you every Wednesday. If you enjoyed the show, consider liking, subscribing, reviewing, and rating us on your podcast platform. It helps to spread this message of radical health. We'll see you next week.